Let me fix the chat thing. All messages. Great. Yes, once again, I am here unexpectedly. Ooh, there is one thing I forgot to do in setting this up. Let me see if I can figure out how to do it. No. Oh, there it is. Trying to remember how settings work. It's fine. No one's watching at this stage anyway. Yeah, but since the last live stream, I have sucked at getting to bed on time. So here I am, and you're going to try and stop me from getting distracted. What shirt am I wearing today? I am wearing Fade. Fade to Black, I think is the product. Let me tag that, if I can. Oh, I know, I should just go to bed instead of worrying about this. But, you know, like, YouTube wants me to do all the things. If you give me things to do, I will do them. even though, like, no one gives a shit. But yeah, so I'm gonna do my night stretches, and I'm also gonna ramble a bit about my health. Oh, hello! And not anonymous! I love it! Hey! Where are you from? Feel free to, like, you know, tell me a bit about yourselves before I, like, get into doing stuff, because then I will be a bit distracted and it'll be a bit harder for me to, oh, where did it go? There we go. It'll be a bit harder for me to check the chat. Hey, Raphael! Anonymous from the UK. Okay, well, I'm in Australia. It's nighttime. We're doing the night routine. I will be doing some stretches though, so if you want to follow along, feel free. Yeah, just like this seems to help me actually get to bed on time, so I thought I would try it again. Yeah. Just, I've been really struggling to get to bed. So I think last time, that would have been before that would have been when, like, maybe the night of the bomb cyclone hitting Sydney. And, I was woken at 4:30 in the morning. And then I wasn't able to nap that day, and it completely ruined everything the next, like, you know, I got through that day, but I couldn't nap. And then the following night at like 1:30 in the morning, I woke up with a migraine, and I didn't know what it was at the time because I was too drowsy, but at 2:30 I figured it out. Ermila Adhikari? I'm in Sydney, Australia. I'm at home. What a pun! Is that how it? I don't even know. Hey! I'm tired. I'm struggling to, you know, get to bed on time, so that's why I'm here. We're gonna do my night routine. Get that light. But yeah, so bomb cyclone hit whatever day it was. I think that triggered a migraine. I figured it out at 2:30 in the morning, the following night, whatever. And yeah, took my migraine medication. It screwed me up. Narcy struggled to sleep by dance. Okay. Oh, there's so many messages. Morning in America. Yeah. Isn't it crazy that we could do this globally? Hey. But yeah, so, yeah, Umar, I'm managing today, but life has been tricky. But yeah, so I had this terrible migraine. Took the meds at 2:30 in the morning, and then it came back. My name is Mariko, but Destroyer Mariko is my YouTube name, and I'm from Sydney, Australia, and YouTube's captions keep thinking I'm saying Destroy America, which is probably not what I want it to think that I'm saying, but I'm not changing my name, so yeah, took the migraine meds, was able to sleep, but then woke up the next morning 6:30ish, and is it safe to swim in the lake in Australia? Which lake? Yeah, and then I had another migraine in the morning, or like, you know, it came back in the morning, so I had to take the migraine meds again. My hobby is YouTube, and also I'm an artist and a musician. If you want to check out Bandcamp, this is Fade. I'm on Bandcamp. My music is a little bit crazy, so, but I'm crazy, so it makes sense. Yeah, and then that whole day I was stuffed, and the following day I had band prac, and the Well, it's winter in Australia at the moment, so it's not. It's actually kind of cold. But yeah, yeah, I had to miss band prac because like the migraine meds made me dizzy, can't drive. But then if I don't take the migraine meds, can't drive because migraine. So yeah, I had to miss band prac. And then today I've gone to see my doctor, and I'm just gonna turn off the heater because it's a bit much with the light on. Yeah, I had to miss band prac, which sucked. And since then, you know, the migraine stuck around for another few days. And then today I've gone to see the doctor and she's given me some new meds. So I guess I will explain some of that when I get up to that. This could be my last conscious stream for a while if it goes badly for me because I have a history of side effects to like a lot of antidepressants. Cute. I mean, huh? Okay. Anyway, I am gonna do some stretches and I won't be able to see the camera from where I am because to be able to show you what I'm doing, because I did it vertical again. Oh well, but yeah. So if you want to follow along some stretches, that's what we're gonna do, and then I'll do the rest of my night routine. So I gotta put you down there because I don't have the tripod set up. That looks alright. Play Portal Fantasy again when I am well enough and like get back into more of a routine. So for those who don't know, I've been playing Portal Fantasy. I got like a free code from the developers. I guess I'm like a minor gaming YouTuber now. I don't know. Hi. A pretty smile. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, no. The thing about playing video games is like that. I just worry that it can set off migraines as well. You know, if I'm looking at stuff for too long and concentrating too long, I don't know. But I've just got to be like really chill at the moment. But first things first, night stretches. So if you have space, nah, I'm not going to play Minecraft. By the way, when I go this far from the screen, I can't see your messages. So like you can keep sending them and I'll try to get back to them. But I also need to get to sleep at some point. I'm just going to change my boots because the big Ugg boots are a little tricky. Anyway, if you want to follow along with some stretches, yeah, feel free. And just do as much as you can. You don't have to do them the same way as I do, and I'm not perfect either. So yeah, let's do it. I gotta take off my necklace. Hang on. I know I'm so disorganized, but I'm not like a pro YouTuber or anything. So expect chaos. That's the thing about vertical is like it somehow brings in more people, I guess, because of the shorts feed, and then I don't know whose day I'm ruining by appearing in your feed, but okay, night stretches. First up, I'm lazy, so we're doing this one for the legs, but we're also doing this one for your arms. Da 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 da. Oh, yeah. And then turning the other way. And I will be a bit off screen for some bits. But okay, then the next one, you're going to turn this leg that way. And we're going to do this one. But we're also going to do this one. Because again, lazy. Like, yeah, let's stretch and exercise. But let's not make it harder than it needs to be. Okay. And then stretching, hands behind there. Ta-da! And then we're also gonna do like this. Sort of like a sideways one. And just like get more lazy stretches everywhere. Okay, next up. Sort of doing it like this. I usually just do it like this, but it occurs to me like, you can do more of that. I don't know. Am I just lazy or is there some reason? I don't remember. Like I've been doing these routines for a while and learned them different places and I can't remember everything. Okay, and then next. We'll look at something that's still in balance, but we're going to do leg behind. Oh. And I need to do my stretches because when I don't do them, my body feels crap. I know most people will stretch in the morning, but for me, night works better because I don't function well in the morning. So out the front. side. This one I'll face this way so you can see a bit more front on. Oh dear. But yeah, life is just... So I've finally gotten on top of my mental health a bit better. But my physical health this year... Whoa, losing my balance. My physical health this year has sucked. And it turns out I've been getting migraines, and I don't know if I've been getting migraines like forever, and just didn't know, or if this is a new thing, but either way, it's like worse than what I've had before. Like everyone gets headaches, but really bad headaches and nausea, and like it really screwing up my days. Not responding to Panadol or Nurofen, and losing my train of thought. I don't know if that's a symptom. I don't have a migraine right now, but I am struggling with sleep, and it's just a mess. What was I going with that? Migraines. Yeah, oh no. It's just been worse this year. And okay, so next thing, these are the dynamic stretches. Those of you who watched me before, it's Taekwondo. I learned in Taekwondo, but we're not trying to do kicking with force. We're just trying to swing the legs out and stretch them by swinging them. So you don't try and do like some kind of epic kick. First one is like a front. Nothing's broken. This is, I am Destroy America, but we're not actually trying to destroy anything right now. And then the other leg. So you're just getting a stretch. You're not trying to put force. Like a real front kick would be more like snap. We're not doing that here. Now sideways, I'm gonna have to be a bit diagonal, but you get the idea. Same thing, but out to the side. Alright, and then we're gonna do the sweepy one. And this one I think is the one that helps my hips the most when I've been sitting at the computer in a really bad posture. Because who doesn't, realistically? Okay, now the punchings, and then we do 20. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Alright. Why is everything so exhausting today? I am a bit worried that I'm getting another migraine, but we'll just get through this. So now we're going to do a stretch like this. Sorry, I'm a bit off screen. Pushing out with the elbow. Reach over. Grab your toe. Or just like reach as far as you can reach. It's fine. And then grab with your other hand. And then swap. And I'm sorry I can't see the chat. The glasses probably give that away. Oh, and then pull it there. Okay, and then we're gonna bring together like this. I'm eating my own hair. I need to like cut my hair. I don't know how people can do long hair. Anyway, I just don't like breathing it in. So just like bring them in as far as you can. I would recommend not wearing shoes unless you're like super flexible or want an extra stretch. Instead of push down with your hands, but try and push up with your knees. I don't know why, that's just what we did in Taekwondo. I'm so professional, guys. All right, one leg out, reach over, grab, pull yourself down a bit. And yeah, that's probably why I have so many leg focused stretches, because I did Taekwondo, and Taekwondo is very much about kicking. Yeah. And then, how do I actually show this? Oh no. As far as you can go. I'm not that great. If you've done gymnastics, you can probably do full splits. I cannot. Okay, I'm just gonna pull forward onto my elbows. And then, what, this way to your feet. And then the other way. And that. And then sort of a dynamic one again. Reaching, touch your toe, touch your toe, touch your toe, touch your toe. And then this way, behind the knee. And then, because your legs have been stuck out this way, we do the massage. There you go. Oh my gosh. Hello? Oh, Mad Simple made it. Hey, look. Did I miss too many messages? No, I didn't. Okay, how many seconds for each move? Just feel the stretch or follow along with me. Crikey, mate. Fair dinkum true blue. We ain't here to fuck spiders. I'm way too old to do anything. Just do as far as you can. You don't need to do it too far. How many push-ups can I do? Not many. What were your thyroid numbers? I don't know. I didn't get a blood test today. I've done that previously, though, and it was not an issue. Okay, this next one. Okay, and then reach around, turn that way. And just like stretching. I'm going to turn the other way so you can see. And just let me remember which leg I did. So you can sort of see what's happening around the back. Like this. Stretching. And just do as much as you can and until you feel a stretch. You don't have to go that far. All right. Who else is there? How tall am I? Roughly 165 centimeters. Hi. Okay, this one. So like what I'm doing with my legs, like that. And then we're just gonna go back and we're gonna flop. But you can just go on your elbows and you can go all the way down. And just sort of adjust it until you feel the stretch. Sort of on this thigh, I guess. Is that the right word for that anatomy? No. I mean, yeah, I think it's mainly the thigh where that stretch is. And then when you're coming up, sort of like cycle around so that it doesn't hurt and it's easier. So like this. I don't know how well you can see it. Ta-da! And then switch around and do the other side. As far as you can go. Like if you can't go on your elbows, just go back on your hands. Or yeah, flop all the way down if you can. It's like my one signature thing in the Taekwondo class. I don't know if it's useful for anything to be able to do it. But there you go. Also, yeah, I think my voice has a bit more fry in it at the moment because I am so tired and so messed up. What's the next thing that I usually do? I think then the next thing is like feet out in front, reach over. Just as far as you can. You don't have to go that far. What is Mad Simple saying now? Show us your... Does that say blood glucose right now? My eyesight. Oh man, I'm so tired. Also, I bought baked treats today because I was trying to cross the road to go home and I just missed the lights and I took that as a sign that the universe was telling me to go back and buy it. Huh? No, it's Ugg boots, not feet. What? High in eye surgery. Cholesterol. I haven't had my cholesterol retested, but the last test it was like borderline the highest end of healthy, so I probably should get that checked at some point. I think the next one that we're doing is this one. Lift your leg up. I think. And then like your foot like that. And then the other one. Okay, and then what am I missing? I feel like I'm missing an exercise. Oh, I missed one. My trousers just ripped. Yeah, sorry, you probably do want to be wearing clothes that are a bit more flexible for this. Wow. kind of hurt. Yeah, don't overdo it, okay? So like I have a certain level of flexibility. Not everyone has the same level of flexibility, and like I wouldn't do the same. I couldn't do what ballerinas do, for example. I'm not that flexible. So just go as far as you can so that you feel a stretch. If it starts hurting, pull back a bit. I'm okay at it. I wouldn't like, that's why I'm not a professional. I think I figured out the one that I didn't do. So we're doing kind of like this. And then just like legs, arms through there, pull it back. And I think the stretch is in this part. This is the one that my brother told me when I had some kind of issue and I can't remember what. But it helped then, so I might as well keep doing it. Change around. And then maybe I won't get that issue again, whatever it was. Oh, yeah. And like if you're not feeling the stretch, just like wriggle around or pull more or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, don't hurt yourselves doing this, okay? Okay. Next one. What? Not flexible. Flexible is dry spaghetti. Oh gosh. Oh, Stream Elements bot Fade merch. I actually am wearing my Fade merch. That's my music. Spam. I don't know what that means. Not prevent most people can't do. Hey, if I'm doing some things right, good for me, right? I'm just gonna move further back so I can't see stuff. But this one is the one that's good for I don't know, your spine, your core. So like this, and then this one is like, so I'm rolling up and then rolling down. I don't know if some of the chat is in front of that. So start rolling from your butt first, lift your butt first, and then lift it slowly up your spine. And we're going to do 10 of that. So that was 2. And then 3. And I know this is one of the more sus looking ones. That's fine. You can giggle. I have lost count already. I don't know how many I've done. That's the problem with talking at the same time. So I will just... I think that's almost 10, right? Is that 10? It's too bad you can't shout out to me so I know. Okay, I think that's enough. Next thing, sit-ups. Yeah, because I suck at push-ups. So, and you can do sit-ups however you want to. This is how I do them. I need to touch something, otherwise I don't know where to stop. So I touch my elbows to my knees. And these days I'm just doing 10 because I finally gave up on my delusions of joining a 24 style counter-terrorist army unit or whatever the fuck. And once again, I've lost count of how many of these I've done, but it's at least 5, so let's say that's 6. 7. 8. And then, I think I forgot this one last time. So, there's different levels you can do of this, but you're trying to be like an upside down table, I guess. And then, like, one leg at a time. Why is it so hard today? Oh my god. Oh shit, man. Alright. Just crawl over. Oh my god, what have you all been talking about? Where are we up to? Try not to hurt myself. Yeah. Oh, not the only easily distracted counter. FBI! Is that FBI is here because YouTube thinks my username, at least when it does the auto captions, it thinks I'm saying destroy America, but I'm actually saying destroyer Mariko, and it's not my fault that YouTube can't understand it. Do a handstand. I can't do a handstand. No, we're gonna like do this. So just like push up your upper body sort of like a snake. And just like push all the gross feeling out of your stomach muscles, and that's how sit-ups don't suck. Like, you know, when you wake up in the morning and your stomach hurts. No, it's not gonna. Hey, penguin! Oh, cute. Okay. Alright, next. There we go. And just sort of like hang loose or unswing it. And then head it, bring it. Yeah. And then try to come up by one piece of your spine at a time. And that's my night stretches, and I will not be attempting push-ups today because I am okay, so next up, gotta brush my teeth. Been to Australia a long time ago at Flinders University. Oh, I haven't been to university in a long time, thank God. Sorry about the silhouette. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should do... No, we will do brushing teeth first, because when I take these new meds, I don't think they'll affect me that quickly, but I just don't know. Okay, so I think this corner is still the best place to put you while I'm doing bathroom stuff. Night routine. Lava lamp. Yeah, feel free to join in. You know, I'm doing this stream to make sure I actually go to bed and don't stay awake too long getting distracted by the internet. Hay fever spray, gotta make sure I do that. God, I'm getting old. You can tell I'm getting old by all the health. I'm sorry, I didn't warn you. It's later than last time. That was my alarm for 11 p.m. telling me to go to bed. I'm sorry if your ears are bleeding. Anyone who's a regular should have known though, so if you had your ears destroyed, it's your own fault. Oh dear. Oh, I also asked my GP about endometriosis, and she said even if I have it, because I'm on the pill that's treating it, and so it should be fine. And then once I hit menopause, it'll all shrivel up anyway, and then it won't be an issue. So I just stay on the pill and I'll be fine. The only reason we would investigate further to confirm whether or not I have it is if I wanted to get pregnant. And no way. So we don't need to worry about that. It's just the migraines that are the real problem. Oh. Couple of seconds later, you would have missed it. Yeah, that would have freaked me out a bit. Alright, electric toothbrush, and I have actually recharged it, so it might actually, you know, I don't know, I'm so fucking tired, I don't know what I'm saying. Anything could happen at this point. I should put some water on it, that's right. Alright, this is the ASMR portion where I shut up for a moment. All right. Cool. What have you been saying? The same one, the same toothbrush is really good with the... Huh, it's cat ears. Look, I got cat ears. I got this from Japan, like, I don't know, forever ago. Oh, my fade merch again. Streamer. I need to change Stream Elements bot, but I don't really have anything else to promote at the moment. I'm working on a new song. By the way, since some of my Patreon cult members are here, I am going to post like my work in progress on the new song. It's just like so much stuff keeps happening. There's been some family drama. There's been me with my migraines, being out of focus. Oh, and like today I was trying to write stuff and I just fell asleep at the computer. Like that's how bad things are at the moment. So I will post it. It's just like I'm trying to write what some of my inspirations are because I feel like it's important, and then I spend way too long thinking about it, and yeah, so that's going to be a long post even though you probably just want to hear the preview of the new song. But yeah, so that is coming, but maybe tomorrow I'll be able to focus. Tomorrow's a bit more of a normal day. I'm from Australia. I'm half Japanese, but I'm from Australia. Yeah, sorry, the way I put it on, like from this angle, it's harder to see. Dexter starts on Friday. Bed is full sleep. Yeah, I woke up and I was just like, dragged myself over to the bed. But yeah, that was pretty bad. Like that is exhaustion. Anyway, yeah, Dexter. We're talking about Dexter because we've got floss. Probably Dexter is the biggest reason that I floss now because like why else? I have not always had the best dental routines, and yeah, watching that, I was probably like, oh, if Dexter does it, I should do it too. No, that doesn't mean I murder people. I'm just flossing, okay? I swear that's all I'm doing. Oh, thank you to Tremaine. Not sorry if I get like pronunciations wrong. I'm not good with that stuff. Huh? Do you also eat eggs? Not that often, actually. Okay, I'm gonna hurt. Oh my god. I gotta actually lose all the hair there. Ow! Alright. I've been eating more vegetables lately though. Frozen veggies, chuck them in the microwave. Put on some, not butter, but like the fake butter, like margarine or, I don't know, Proactive is the one Mum has. I don't know what that counts as. And a bit of salt. That's how I've been getting my veggies lately. Maybe I should tone back on the salt. I don't know. I have low blood pressure, okay? About eggs from How to Basic. No, the channel you want to watch, I think it's like WVW, and today he posted, I don't know if it's he or she. Today they posted how trees work. I'm a bonsai artist. I can confirm that's how trees work. And also, when I worked at the nursery, we actually did have someone, like a lady, bring in her tree, and we were given strict instructions not to fertilize it because she fed it, I'm not kidding, she fed it rice and meat and didn't want us to interfere with its culture. So yeah, how trees work. Look up, I think it's WVW, I'm not sure. But I'm sure if you look up how trees work, it'll come up as like a new video. That's legit. You should look up. Hey, let me do this. So this, I have big gaps in my teeth, so I need to do this on top of the flossing. Which is a problem I'm sure Dexter doesn't have, because all those Hollywood guys have perfect artificial teeth. All right. Rinse that off. What is that buzzing outside? I hope it stops before midnight. Anyway, what's up? No wonder your cholesterol is off the charts. No, I haven't done that much. Is my neck okay? I think it's okay. I haven't had, like, I have had a bit of, I think it's more shoulder pain rather than neck pain. She fed rice and meat to trees. Yes. Yes. I mean, like, you know, if you think about it, meat, I guess when it decomposes would work, but it was odd. You can't be a bonsai artist. Yes, I eat rice. I'm half Japanese, so, but Australian rice cookers are shit. You need Japanese ones. Oh my God. So I'm gonna put my retainers in now, and this is where my speech will get a little bit trickier. But yeah, I've had a lot of teeth issues. YouTube has kind of seen me go through that. If you were here way back, I've lost those videos, unfortunately, and I also lost the you know, the fancy 3D scans that I had to go in the scanner for, and I had this sensation of like the scanner lifting me into the air, and I thought the whole machine had moved into the air, but then when it stopped and I got up, we were still on the ground. It was the fucking weirdest thing. I don't remember if it was a CAT scan or something though. This one's still hard because it's new. Oh my God, come on. Ah, got it. Oh, I should have put. I'll see if that's bad tomorrow. I think I've got a bit of an ulcer forming up the back, but I don't want to take that off again. So I'll just, if it's bad tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. Cartoon girl used to talk with animals. The redhead one, or are we talking a different one? Out of body experience. No, I was still in my body. I just felt like the whole machine was flying into the air. Can't remember her name. Oh. And like the dad's name is Nigel. Is that the one? Because like I don't really. Oh, I don't know. Was she talking to animals though? Don't. Yeah, I don't know. What am I doing next? Skincare. Here I go alienating most of the male audience. Although, okay, so my brother, this is even before I did all this skincare, but I did get him onto moisturizer, and I think it helped with a few things. If you get like acne, I know boys, I think, are a bit more susceptible because like high levels of testosterone. This is a thing, like officially I'm on the pill to help with acne. The red-haired girl. Okay, yeah, I know which one you're talking about then. But yeah, so yes, you can have your pimple cream, but if you also moisturize, it means that the oils, your skin doesn't produce as much oil, you'll get less pimples, you'll be happier. So at least do that much. Don't the kangaroo and don't the bunyip. Okay, I don't know that one. I know Blinky Bill. That was a long time ago. And the original Bananas in Pajamas. Anyway, I gotta wash my face. Nice fancy stuff that's starting to run out. And then I can just use regular stuff. I don't think it makes so much difference. Alright. So that was cleanser. Just face wash, really. Cleanser is the fancy name for face wash. Oh, I just gotta fix my ears. Tuesday. What do I do on a Tuesday? Nothing special, I think. I just skipped straight to the pimple cream, which I'm using at the moment preventatively. There's nothing else I use, I think. I do different stuff in the morning. But I'm not conscious enough to live stream first thing in the morning, so you won't see that. Also, I've taken my glasses off so I cannot see if there are new chats and what you're saying. I think I did a little bit too much of that, so I'm just gonna grab my sort of broken fan. If I go out of screen though, now you've got OnlyFans. Or OnlyFans singular, I guess. I need to get another fan. And then I can do another OnlyFans video. The number of people still watching that is fucking hilarious. Okay, moisturizer. Also, I ran out of the face oil, so I went to Aesop and they gave me this. What is it? Fabulous face oil. I don't think I'll be getting it again though. The one that I liked smells better. And it's stronger. And like when you mix it with cheap, I've got cheap face moisturizer, I don't know if you can see it. When you mix it with a cheap face moisturizer, and then you put a bit of the bougie face oil, then it turns your cheap moisturizer into bougie. There's almost nothing in this sample anymore. There we go. There we go. And then you have bougie face moisturizer. Now, it's winter at the moment, it's quite dry, so that's what I'm doing there. But yeah, I might go back and get the other one. And so, like, it's expensive, but you only need a few drops. I put a bit too much in just now. This one does smell nice, but not as good as the other one. If you're in the northern hemisphere, and especially if it's humid, you will not need the face oil. Like, we've got another cold front coming through. Oh my god. Or I think something like that anyway. So that's going to make everything freezing again. I'll put a bit on your neck as well. Anyway, so some of the skincare stuff I do just because it makes me feel better, like it smells nice. And so I do have a video about sensory therapy and how I got into perfumes and stuff. And it's more of a mental health thing. Like, I don't know if this does anything for my skin really, apart from like the moisturizer. Like basically a cleanser, pimple cream, moisturizer, sun cream. Those are the only ones that are like, yeah, they're probably worth doing. And even like, I didn't used to do cleanser and I was fine. The moisturizer is probably the biggest help with the pimples. But with the other things that I'm doing, it's more about just giving my brain a sort of circuit breaker from all the mental health bullshit that I've got. I don't know if there's any left in there. That's a problem for tomorrow, me. And then I ran out of eye stuff, so I'm using this one. It's Exalted Eye Serum. It's a bit tricky to use. I'm not going to actually buy it. But while I've got the sample, I might as well. Eye cream actually does help a bit, but that's much more cosmetic, whereas the other things actually are, help your skin. This is just so that you don't look constantly tired. And that's important for some people. And I guess I should try not to look constantly tired when I'm constantly struggling to get to bed on time, and that's why I have to live stream my goddamn night routine to just keep me on track. Even though you guys are distracting, I actually get to bed faster when I live stream, compared to when I just go into like screen hypnosis on my own, looking at more dog products. What harness should I get for the car? Because I don't like the current harness that I've got for him. And I might make a video about that because I did try to review it on the website. But they didn't post my review. And I don't know why. But I don't like that. So I will make a video about why I don't like the product. Maybe. There's a lot of videos I want to make. And I just haven't got around to it. Like how I got my new computer. Why I don't recommend Dell or Alienware anymore. Why I hate Optus now, why I hate Otterbox now, more mental health stuff, I'm sure. I could make a separate video about migraine stuff, but I'm already told it here. If anyone doesn't know, they've missed out, haven't they? What's next? I'll brush my hair. And then I'll put my glasses on and see what you guys have been saying about me. And yeah, my hair really has been, you know, more manageable since I did start getting samples. Like, I haven't actually bought any hair products, like I said last time, but, yeah, the samples that I've been getting, they actually do help. And I guess that's one thing that's worth it more functionally. Like, I don't care so much how it looks, but if it feels good, and if it just, like, doesn't get tangled. And the only thing is, when I practice performing, this hair, I inhale it. Like, I don't know how other chicks do it. Like, is their hair just texturally different to mine, or am I don't know, missing some kind of secret? I just want to chop it all off again. Maybe not shave it this time, because, like, I'm doing better with my mental health. I don't need to do another Britney. I just need to do something with my hair, and I can't decide. Especially once I start performing, like, if my band gets somewhere. Okay, let's have a look what you guys have been saying about me. I might take you over to the computer, though. We've got to do migraine stuff next. New migraine stuff. Alright. So, and I'm also just going to... Okay. Oh, now my screen is going dark. Let me just fix that so I can see what you're all doing. Okay, let me scroll back. Where are we? Oh yeah, so the fade merch. Very ASMR. Brought up because Dot had red hair and she talked to animals. Oh, okay. Hello, California. The only place in America. No, I went also to Vegas, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, welcome to my channel is Chaos. Yay fans, how am I doing today? I'm surviving today. Nice and cool now. Oh yeah, Europe. There's so many heat waves overseas, hey. Freya's feet, oh my god. Hey, let's ban you. I think you're not talking to me. I think you're trying to get other people to look at you, and I don't like that. I'm gonna hide user on this channel. Goodbye. So if anyone saw that message, don't click their stuff. They're there to scam you. Okay? If you see anything like that, they're there to scam you. Don't fall for it. I know some dudes can't help themselves, but don't fall for it. Okay. Alvaro Pinto. Hello. Biggest stickers. We got a Monty Python. Love the stream. Fun fact. Russian flashback. Is the Arnav. Huh? That sounds inappropriate. I'm gonna ban you too. Sorry. I just don't have patience for that bullshit. Yeah. I liked the Monty Python reference. I did not like the rest of the, I don't really understand what was going on there, but it sounded dodgy, so yeah, bye. And, yeah, ban him. Okay, thank you for the confirmation, because, like, I'm not naive to the bullshit people pull, or, like, you know, as soon as I started YouTube, when did I start YouTube? Ages ago. And because I look young, or I especially looked young then, people thought I was underage and were trying to tell me shit. And there was a lot that I didn't know. But yeah, people have tried to pull that on me for a long time, and I just don't have tolerance for it anymore. Especially when they're dishonest, but yeah. Oh, vlogs by Vic. Hi. Oh, some of this, that one is on. I'm just gonna make sure I see all the messages, but I think it's coming through. Only Jesus. Mad simple. I'm leading my own cult now. Paper Vampire. Okay, Paper Vampire, I would trust you. I would not trust Mad Simple. Indonesian friends. Yes. Australia is multicultural. I do know Indonesian people. I'm friends. Menu Frog. Celebrate your boundaries. Yeah. And yeah, I would trust Raphael as well. Is the weather nice in your state? I'm in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. It's cold and it's gonna get colder apparently. Mad simple. Yeah, no, with boundaries. I don't like dishonesty. If you are into weird shit, that's fine. You do you. But take it to a platform that is designed for it. Don't try and trick people on YouTube into falling into your stuff. The state of Australia. Brian K. Spira Yellow. Yay! Yeah. I don't know, mad simple, like, you're an interesting case. I would just say that. Before I get completely distracted though, because I do want to get to bed before midnight, what's happening with my migraine meds? I was taking, and I can still take this. Let me just make sure. I gotta make sure there's not like all my details on it. Max out. It's a triptan, and yeah, like, so the day I had the migraines, it worked for a bit, and then the migraine would come back, and then I had to take it 3 times, and a bit of Nurofen, and then it finally dissipated, but that's probably how long it was gonna last anyway. Trouble. Oh my god. Oh my god. America is like, I don't know. Let's not get into politics. I said this on Malin Baker's channel. I think the key to restoring democracy, because both America and apparently the UK are having some kind of issues with like weird minor parties, because like Elon's starting his own party and the same thing's happening in the UK. I've pointed out, okay, the key to a strong democracy is compulsory voting, but, more importantly, democracy sausage. If you don't have a barbecue at the polling place, why would we turn up? We would just pay the fine. No, if there's sausage there, all the Aussies come up, and then in the queue to vote, everyone gets along. Like, some people are looking at candidates, but mostly we're thinking about the sausage sizzle at the end, the barbecue, and sometimes a cake stand. That is the recipe. I know it's a pun, but that's the recipe for a strong democracy. We are also a bit more chill in Australia because we're too busy dodging drop bears and everything else that wants to kill us, so we don't have time to get as crazy as they do overseas. But yeah, compulsory voting, it's a lot harder for all the crazies to take power. And also the way that our system is set up, it's pretty good. So I can see the chat on my computer as well. Sadly can't relate to going to sleep at midnight. Yeah, well, I've been failing. That's why I'm trying to do this live stream, because it helps me stay a bit more focused, although the chat is going wild tonight, so it might actually take me a while. Spyro, world's best insomniac. Oh my god. Electric cars? No. I drive I don't know, 15, maybe more than 15-year-old car at the moment. The thing is, I don't drive very often, and I need a car that'll just work when I get in, whereas my parents have these fancy hybrid cars. One does have like an electric mode, and if they are not driven enough, the batteries die. Apparently that might be something to do with the 12-volt battery technology, but I think it's more to do with all the electrical systems going on that are like all the sensors and other things, and so it's just constantly draining the battery. Whereas my simple old car doesn't have that, so I can leave it on the street for a month, not drive it, and then get in and it's fine. So yeah. And then electric, like there's a lot of, I don't have time to get into everything to do with electric. Where am I up to? Try to go to bed before midnight and doom scroll until 2 to 3 a.m. Yeah, I get carried away. I don't know. I don't even know I can't remember what I'm doing half the time. For real. Drive a push bike. Hey, at least you're getting exercise and you can, get past traffic. Old and get tired. Get too in the zone. Oh, what are we referring to? Oh, to the doom scrolling. Okay, look, so, let me just make sure my details. So, instead of that max out, which is a rescue medication, so you have the migraine, then you take it, and it's supposed to resolve it. I'm gonna be trying this one, Relpax, and it's a high dose. Bit scared, but hopefully that'll help. And so the next time I get a migraine, instead of going for 3 days on and off as I take the meds, maybe it'll just squash it. I don't know. And then I'm also going to be taking a preventative propranolol, and I keep accidentally typing it as prolanlolol because I've been online too much. And that's a preventative. Oh boy, and I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this. Just got licensed last week. Well done, Menu Frog. Yeah, not yet. Can you ride a motorbike? No, I'm not that brave. Be safe though, since you're Aussies. We'll tank it though. What are we tanking? Angina? No. No. So I'm gonna be taking the propranolol to prevent migraines. The other option was a tricyclic antidepressant, NDEP, but I actually have already tried that for depression, and it gave me dry mouth, which sucks as a singer, and it also gave me bad stomach pain that got worse as we increased the dose to a level that would actually help the depression, so I couldn't keep taking it. Thanks for subscribing, Brenda Campbell. Oh my god, Stream Elements, you did your job. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to my channel of chaos. It is chaos because I'm chaos. So if you subscribe for something specific, I'm sorry. Chances are I will be doing all kinds of other stuff that just goes with the thing, but I've told you what you're getting into. Migraine pills, yeah. Sol was here. Hello. Yeah, so with this, so the tricyclic was the other option. I think because like with the migraine rescue meds, they work by increasing serotonin, which causes like the blood vessels to, I don't know, I don't know. It does something to the blood vessels to stop the migraine. So I think that's why tricyclics are suggested to thrive in chaos. I think that's why the tricyclic antidepressant is recommended for preventing migraines, but because I can't take it, we're trying propranolol, which is a beta blocker, or beta blocker, I don't care how you pronounce it. And I haven't tried beta blockers before. So I have a history of bad side effects to all kinds of antidepressants. That's why I can't take them. And actually, you know, my mental health is doing a lot better at the moment. It's just my physical health that is screwing everything over. And if I don't get onto the physical health, I'm worried it's going to ruin my mental health again because, you know, if I can't do what I want to do in life, or even like partially do what I want to do in life, that's going to get me down after a while. So I've agreed to try the propranolol, the beta blocker, because I'm just that desperate. Like if there was being suggested for my mental health, I would say no, because you can work on things. Yeah, like finally I'm doing a bit better. It's been a long journey, but you know, finally. So if it was just going to be meds for my mental health, I wouldn't take it because the side effects, I can't go through all that. It really screwed up. Like that's why my first band I had to stop because I just couldn't focus on anything. I had to leave my job at the time. Bobo, hello. It's night here. I'm gonna be going to bed soon. Yay! Thank you. Thank you, Spyro. But yeah, because this is a physical health issue, like I can't just think my way through it. You wouldn't. Yeah, so I'm going to be taking the beta blocker. I'll just call it the beta blocker. But we're starting on the lowest possible dose, and I'm just taking it night for a week. And then if that goes okay, I will take it morning and night. And then I've got to see my doctor in 2 weeks to revisit. Now, as well as potentially getting all kinds of random side effects, which is my history, this particular drug also lowers blood pressure, and I have a history of low, like borderline low blood pressure. So new Fade merch. And also I will pop in the chat, if I can copy it, my Fade song. For those of you who are interested in my music, now that I'm at the computer, I can actually paste it in. My Fade song. It's a little bit weird. Watch out. And it's deceptive. So if you don't know what my vocals are like, just, if you don't mind me asking, what is the icon for the stream? What icon? What icon? What icon? I don't know which one you mean. Okay, so propranolol lowers blood pressure. I have borderline low blood pressure. Like not low, but like the low end of healthy. So usually like 90/60, maybe just above the thumbnail. Oh, that was the medications. That was the medications. And my face. What makes me happy? I don't really experience happiness. I just experience okayness. The faces of myself. My YouTube symbol, my logo thing. Face myself. That's what that one is. So low blood pressure, and that could make my blood pressure lower. So I've stolen my dad's blood pressure machine. He's not using it at the moment, so he's fine with me taking it. And so I'm going to have to be monitoring my blood pressure as I try this medication because I am at a risk of it being low. Feel the same, really don't really experience happiness, feel okay. Yeah, I just feel like neutral or depressed, pretty much. I have schizoid personality disorder, not just depression, so that's why like my emotions are very blunted. I have a covert presentation. I've done a lot of therapy, so I don't seem schizoid anymore. But yeah, how did I choose the words on my wall? I have this like dodgy book that was like, I think they were trying to do magic or something, and I ripped some out of that, and then some of it's random, some of it is like old math stuff. It's chaotic. I'm gonna do some data. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and just see how my blood pressure goes. Now, interesting thing, when she tested my blood pressure today, it was actually like normal. I've never seen numbers like that for me. I don't remember exactly what they were, but the upper number was like 120-ish, which is like normal. And the bottom number was in the high 70s. Wow. When I tested it later on Dad's machine, it was a little bit lower, so like in the 110s over like low 70s. But that's still much better than I usually get. So like, wow, normal blood pressure. So when my GP saw that, then she's happier for me to take the beta blocker because there is some wiggle room. But I do have to keep, and what I think helped. So when I had the migraine, woke up at 1:30. When I wake up in the middle of the night, I have to go pee. Like, even if there's nothing in me, I have to go pee just psychologically so I can get back to sleep. But this day, 1:30, 2:30, and I think, was it 6:30 I woke up. Every single time I did like a proper pee. That isn't right. That is showing that my body is not holding onto the moisture or the fluid that I'm intaking. So, realizing I was probably getting dehydrated. Now, did dehydration cause the migraine? Because when you don't sleep well, it can affect vasopressin, which is what helps your body absorb fluids. But insomnia can disrupt that, so then you get dehydrated, and then the dehydration can cause the migraine. But migraines can also cause issues with dehydration and vasopressin and all that. So one way or another, I realized my body's not holding fluids. I'm probably dehydrated. That's probably making the migraine worse. So I got onto Hydrolyte, which is better than Powerade, and I'm getting used to the taste. And I've been on that every day. Some days I've had like 2 tablets, which counts as 1 dose, and then other times I've had 4 tablets over 2 different sessions. So 2 and then 2 later. And then yeah, the veggies. And I think actually the Hydrolyte probably has helped my blood pressure. And so it's quite possible that I've had low blood pressure from being dehydrated, like my body just not absorbing stuff in the past too. I don't know. So I'm going to keep doing that and hopefully my blood pressure will be okay, but we've got to monitor it. And then just, it's interesting, like, is my blood pressure going to stay good if I keep up this habit? We'll find out. Now, my doctor doesn't want me to stay on Hydrolyte forever, but if it's helping now, I will. Where are we? Where did I get up to? Data gathering. Gonna give the song a listen. Thank you. So hi for me, yes. That's amazing, yeah. I want to fight you 1v1 in League of Legends. I don't play, that's a game, right? I don't play that. That's great. Hi. Can it also cause vertigo? I don't know. I'm not a medical person, so yeah. Okay, the other problem with the beta blocker, as well as lowering blood pressure. It's so hard to talk with retainers on. As well as that, it can slow your heart rate. Joking. It can slow your heart rate. Now, that's why it's good for people with anxiety, because it slows their heart rate, and especially if they're panicking or whatever, slows the heart rate so you don't get that feedback loop. Can make people feel more calm. I don't have anxiety though. My baseline is like slightly high, but it's not an anxiety disorder. I have depression. And like, even though I'm not depressed, like I have major depressive disorder, so like, it's just a thing that's always going to be a thing. And with depression, when it slows your heart rate, that can actually worsen the depression. So I've also got to be careful about my mental health and monitor that. So yeah, there are risks to this drug, but because it's fucking up my life. I had to miss band prac. That's the second time it's done that. Yes, I am half Japanese, but I also have a video called My Name is Nicole. Have a look at that. That one's... Oh, no one has made that mistake in a while, but yeah, that was the thing. But that's, rambling about my name. Yeah, anyway, so I'm desperate enough that I'm just gonna try the medication. We're starting on the lowest dose possible, and then if that doesn't work, because I've already tried the tricyclic, apparently you need to try 2 different kinds of preventative medication for migraines, and then if they both fail, I can be referred to a specialist for migraines, and then, I don't know, maybe they'll scan my brain, and maybe they'll finally see the little aliens in there, and oh no, that might fix my life. Anyway, I'm gonna do this blood pressure thing, and we'll see what I'm like before bed, and then I will take the medication, and I don't know, I'll see how I am in the morning. But for like a baseline, now Dad said this needs to come this way. Oh my god, I'm so fucking skinny. I don't know if that's tight enough. I'm tiny, that's why I can't do bonsai. What makes me depressed? Oh, I have so many videos on that. Bit of trauma, a bit of life sucking. Okay. On. And start. Aliens. Do you remember that movie? I used to wash my hair with Head and Shoulders to stop the aliens when I was younger. Was it called Evolution? Oh no, there's an error. Did I not do it tight enough, or... Oh no. What did I do wrong? I'll try again. It worked when Dad put it on me. It is an old system though, so... Ran out of battery. No, it's fine. It's still doing the thing. Not enough blood pressure. (107/77). That's still better than normal. Not by a huge... It's better than normal. I'll take that. And my heart rate... My pulse was 73. Shall I write that down somewhere? I'm just gonna get a... Fucking... my keyboard is under all this. 107/77. And then my heart rate was 73. Okay, and I'll turn that off. And then I can take this off. You just listen to the song? Oh, what's happening? What did I miss? Hope you're fine. You can find out. There's a lot of videos I talk about my mental health on this channel a lot. It's like one of the first things I did when I started YouTube, and then people are like, this is really helpful, I don't feel so alone, and then I'm like, okay, great, I don't feel like such a narcissist if I'm helping people. Not enough blood pressure. Oh, where am I up to? Pulse is 73. Great, Spirit, listen to the song. Pretty low numbers, yeah, I have low blood pressure. Fade merch, t-shirts. 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, cool. I'll take that. Especially since you didn't know what you were getting into. Yeah, so I used to be in a metal band. I am in a new metal band, but it hasn't gotten anywhere yet, so that's you understand where my vocals are coming from. And if you listen to the bonus track, you can hear the original black metal version, and then I rewrote it into my own style, which is a bit more electronic. But yeah, it's weird. Go outside, hang with friends. No, I'm too schizoid to go out and hang with friends. Like, I do hang with people sometimes, but it's not natural to me. I have to make myself do it. Because we're a social species, so. Drink coffee. I drink tea, and that has caffeine. Release stress. Not for me. Okay, I'm gonna take 1 tablet once daily before bed for a week, and then blah, 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 blah. How much is the merch? I think the shirts are $25 US unless you're like a super big size, and then they charge extra. And yeah, like, I tried to make the prices more consistent, but it's just weird. It used to be different. It used to be everything was the same price, and that was easy, and they just, set and forget. But yeah, with the new system, so they it's with Stream Elements. They moved it to fourth wall, and so they charge differently for different sizes, which sucks. But there was only so much I could do to try and even it out. So yeah, but in Aussie dollars, I think it's almost like $40 Aussie. Which is annoying, but everyone's shirts are starting to cost that now, so what can you do? And it's print on demand. It's not like they do a massive batch. How do I open this? Hang on, let me just open these meds so I can fucking take them. Had to take the husky. You've got a husky. How is it like having a husky? Because I always see, like, the chaos they get up to, and I've got to finish Laphound. If you look up Triton's playlist, you can see my little floof. It's like a small husky with more fluff and less attitude. Although he does have enough attitude. Spiral. Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! I find it amusing that Paper Vampire is so knowledgeable. Yeah. Might gotta cop some what? Oh, the merch? Oh, yeah. Like, there's a few different ones from, like, there's my logo one, and then there's all my other music ones. There's also blankets, and I need to get my blanket out, because, like, it's cold in Sydney at the moment. But yeah, blankets, and then I've got to release the cups. I've got mugs, but there was a printing issue early on, and so I haven't actually got around to, I'm too chaotic to set up my merch properly, but the stuff that's on there, yeah, Paper Menu Frog. Oi, thank you, Mad Simple. The life is in the blood. Do you have cats? No, I've only got a dog, and yeah, you can see Triton's on my channel, his playlist. Most of my channel is just him now. Let me just take one of these meds. Oh my god. Small. Orange. Different. Anyone watch Wayne's World back in the day, or am I showing my age? We go walking is a lot. Very intelligent. Yeah, but I hear they get up to a lot of mischief. Blankets! Yeah, blankets! Maybe I'll put it on my bed now. Which way up is it? I don't think I've shown this on my channel before, maybe. Look, it's me, and it's massive. It was pricey, but, like, it's super soft. And, yeah. I mean, it's not as thick as, the funny Sherpa ones that they have at Bed Bath & Table, but it's, like, that kind of soft. I'll chuck it on my bed. I should be, like, sleeping with that on in this weather. A bit extra layer. Where am I up to with Mugs. Yeah, I will show you that later though, because I got to figure out. I can't see in this lighting which one's the good one. Um, Austin Powers. Oh my God. Um, I don't know, but about the meds on YouTube thing, but like it's not. I'm not showing anything illegal. Um, I don't know why they put so much of this stuff in it. I feel bad about throwing it out, but it was used for that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really aware of policy, but it's probably fine. Too old to remember. He's well trained. Good job. Good job. More people need to train their dogs properly and, like, properly enrich them. Nice and big. Yes, I got the big one. There's two sizes. I got the big one. Looks like in my profile. Yeah, it's called Face Myself. It's an artwork I did like in 2009, maybe for like a deviant art thing. And then I just was like, you know what? I like that. That's me. I have some dissociative issues sometimes as well. So it's part of that. Um, yeah, a me blanket to absorb moisture. Oh, okay, cool. So I've taken the meds. What's next? Oh, I need to get into my pajamas, and you're not allowed to look. I'm sorry. Now, if I tried to get changed on camera, that would definitely get me taken down. uh, yeah. No, with medical stuff, I think there is a policy against disinformation, and like harmful stuff, but yeah. No, this is like, and it's such a low dose, but I'm still nervous because of my history. Yeah, anyway, so I need to get changed into my pajamas, but then we will do like moisturizer, body moisturizer. Yeah, I've taken my blood pressure. I don't know if you were watching for that point. And then I'll probably check my blood pressure in the morning. What, like now again? So I just took a note. Just now it was 107/77 with a heart rate of 73. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna change in my pajamas. Don't look. Just like, yeah. Look at the ceiling. I'm sorry. One day I'll get something that you can enjoy a bit more, but I'm just gonna turn the heater back on because, I'll get cold otherwise. Especially now that I'm done, with the stretches and I've cooled down a bit. Oh dear. I'm gonna make sure I put on the pants the right way. Oh my god, I'm so tired of this weather. I'm also just chucking on some deodorant. That's how I avoid having showers all the time. And yeah, maybe too much deodorant is what's killing me, but I will take it rather than have a shower. Wearing these pajamas, Sumiko, Gurashi, or whatever the tune is, I don't know. Aw, thanks for caring. How long do you sleep? Maybe 6 hours if I'm lucky. Okay, what was I gonna do? Moisturizer. Okay. Probiotics I've been taking as well. Fade merch. I'm not wearing it anymore. Put this on me. Sore spots. Sore muscles. Oh my god. So I'm a member of my local art society, which is full of elderly people. I'm the youngest person every time, and definitely the youngest looking, and they're always shocked when I turn up to their coffee meetups. But I actually walked Triton all the way there. And he did well. Um, but yeah, no, that was a long day, like walking all the way there, and then they didn't have his favorite sardines at the cafe. They just had like a fish head, and so I like little dried sardine heads. I convinced them to let him have that. Um, and then yeah, we stayed there about an hour talking about art and so on. And I think there's one lady in particular who seems to be interested in, you know, the stuff that I do. Yeah, I've been socializing with people like potentially twice my age, but that's fine. There was a point where, like, so I was talking to two ladies mainly. They were the ones who were, like, I guess most interested in my dog. But we had a good chat about things to do with art. And at one point, one of them was like looking at everyone who turned up and was like, oh, it's a good turnout today. You know, sometimes only a few people can't turn up, like, you know, 2 or 3 people come, and this time we've got so many people. And then she looked at me and was like, but we need more young people. I'm like, no, I'm fine with how it is. I don't need a bunch of young people. Um, you know, like I interact with young people at music events, and it's already kind of weird because like I sort of realize that I am old, and I just don't really feel like that's my place. And like I've never really felt like that even when I was younger, but it's just like, wow, okay. Um so this is Sumikko Gurashi. It's a Japanese, I think Mum said it roughly translates to like corner creatures or creatures in the corner. They're cute. I like them. But my favorite one, the blue one, Tokage, is not there, the lizard. So we've got the bear, the white bear, Shirokuma. I think that's Tonkatsu. And this one is, I forget what his name is, but he's very suspicious green duck thing, like a kappa. And then this is like the neko cat. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm old. I am old. And I have the health problems to prove it. Anyway, so since we did that, I am going to put a bit more onto my leggies so they can relax after walking, because then we walked all the way home and we went the long way because they didn't have a whole sardine, just the head. But they got it for free. I let them keep my change. I paid in cash, let them keep the change. It was only like 20 cents. Yeah, and so because he didn't get his sardine, he was okay. He just wanted a little bit of sardine and he was happy, but I felt guilty. So I took him to all his favorite shops on the way home, except the one that overfeed him when I take him. League? What? No, what? You might have misunderstood something I said. It's just like walking a lot today. Yeah. No, league. Are you talking about rugby league? Rugby league is against my family's religion. I mean, my family, at least on dad's side, they're Catholics, but they're all Union fanatics, and I think it has to do with the history of rugby league and Union. And so when I was a kid, they told me that Union is the game that the angels play in heaven, and league is blasphemy. And that's pretty much. Oh, arigato. Someone said that earlier, League of Legends. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I don't play that. I don't even really know what it is, like what kind of game. Is it like a sword fighting game or adventure? I don't know. I'm gonna also use the bougie. I'm gonna just put that on there's some bits on my feet that are a bit iffy. A very toxic league player. Drunk, I'm that not! Drunk, I'm that not! Take me drunk, I'm home. Hello. Hello, it's been a while. I'm glad you could turn up. Someone said it, never play it. Oh, it's a team game? Yeah, I can't do teams. And I can't do anything too competitive like multiplayer. I have a video I can't remember what it's called, but about me being competitive. It might even be called competitive Mariko. Me being competitive is not good. I do not, like, I turn into a not fun person. Either that, or I don't take it seriously at all, and probably frustrate people in other ways. So, yeah, nothing, I can't do competitive shit. I just get too crazy, and no one needs to see that version of me. Like, even casual games at home, and then, like, I would win, and then my mum would accuse me of cheating, but no, it's just because I have to win. Yeah, lose-lose. Rage Goblin. Never get to see the lives live. Yay! I love Drunk, I'm That Not. You have the best username and little avatar picture. Drunk, I'm That Not. I do get excited when you turn up. Yeah. So, I'm almost done though. And it's, oh shit, we just hit midnight, so. Whoopsie doop. But at least I'm ready for bed. Oh shit, I didn't actually pee yet. I probably shouldn't have put it on my hands because I still need to go pee. Oh well. Yeah. Anyway, I better save that blood pressure test somewhere, and then I've got to get to bed. But 1 minute, yeah. Now, yeah, it's midnight now. Yeah, I gotta go, but thank you for joining me. Thank you for helping me get ready for bed. And yeah, I'm gonna sleep, and then tomorrow is a more normal day. So for my Patreon cult, I will try and get you that song preview. We just gotta see how well I concentrate and whether anyone else decides to screw with my day, because sometimes people make last minute plans and then I'm like, well shit, I don't know what to do now. Australian Blood. That's he's drunk again. Yeah, my mum, my mum's mum, so my Japanese grandma didn't want my mum marrying a gaijin, so a non-Japanese, because they're all alcoholics or whatever. But actually, there's plenty of that in Japan. It's just different alcohol. Cover the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit? I don't know. Hello. I don't know. I don't know what you're referencing. Sorry. Yes. Good night. Good night, everyone. Trapped by tangent. Yes, I've gotta be, I get distracted easily. Yes, Menu Frog, Raphael, Halim, and there's a lot in that word. Paper Vampire, Spyro. Is Mad Simple still here? Alright, I gotta go. Cross fingers for me with this new medication and sorting out my migraines. And, wrong hand? Oh, okay. I have no idea. I'm sorry, I'm not culturally up to date with a lot of stuff. No, Mad Simple! Can call me Halim. Okay, great. Japanese get drunk, but with less alcohol per volume. Oh dear. Yeah, I've got to go. I will check my blood pressure in the morning. Hopefully I'll be conscious, and we'll see how the week goes, and hopefully I can do more live streams, maybe the Portal Fantasy, and maybe just make proper videos instead of just constantly my dog. Cross fingers! I'll see you guys later. Da -da -da -dum.